I'm Colin Lightbody, a consultant at TÜV National Engineering Laboratory. During my 30 years in the metrology industry, I have worked in many world areas: Europe, America, the Middle East, Africa and Australasia. I have also been involved with the creation of several international flow metering standards for Coriolis metering and for ultrasonic flow metering. I have been involved with several research and development projects in the area of fluid flow measurement, and I have a patent for a gas flow measurement verification technique. Today I would like to speak to you about why fluid flow measurement in industry is so important. Measurement is at the core of most scientific, industrial endeavours. As Lord Kelvin said, to measure is to know, and also, if you cannot measure it, you cannot improve it. Industries like the food and beverage and water industries are industries which we interact with on a daily basis, and where good fluid flow measurement underpins their ability to operate safely. The energy industry is another industry which we operate or interact with daily, and again, fluid flow measurement directly affects the safety, operational effectiveness and ability to trade internationally of that industry. This is true for traditional fluids like crude oil and natural gas, but it applies equally to future developments like carbon capture and storage, and also future fuels like hydrogen. If we look at the energy industry, fluid flow measurement can be broken down into two broad categories. There is process flow measurement, where the data generated by the flow meter is used to understand, control and optimize the process. There is also commercial flow measurement, where there's an added financial aspect to the measurement. For example, revenue, expenditure or tax. Both process flow measurement and commercial flow measurement are equally important, but I will focus on commercial flow measurement. Whether we are talking about the water industry, the hydrogen industry, or the natural gas industry, there will be commercially significant measurements. The most obvious of these is custody transfer measurement. Custody transfer measurement takes place when the ownership of the fluid changes hands, goes from one party to another. At this point, the buyer is interested, the seller is interested, and normally the government taxation department is interested. Filling your car up with petrol is the most obvious example of a custody transfer measurement. If you pay for 50 litres of fuel, you want to make sure you get what you paid for. It's very clear here the value of good flow measurement. Companies must ensure that proper care and attention is given to their fluid flow metering. They are legally and morally obliged to comply with government regulations, commercial contracts, infrastructure sharing agreements, for example, pipeline sharing agreements, and also environmental legislation. Environmental legislation rightly becomes more complex and demanding every year. Here at the TÜV National Engineering Laboratory, we are actively engaged with government organisations and companies to help ensure that the future direction of environmental legislation is to the benefit of all in society. Companies who do not comply with their legal responsibilities and obligations do so at their peril. Their reputation will suffer. They will not be trusted by the market or their industry peers. There will also be increased financial exposure. If you under-measure your fluids, you're giving your product away for free, and that is clearly not a good business model. But equally risky to the operator, if they over-measure, they are overcharging. That will be uncovered at some point, and that will have to be paid back. But it will have to be paid back with interest and with lawyers' fees. The best way to avoid this is to ensure that all your fluid flow measurement is accurate, transparent and traceable. Here at the TÜV National Engineering Laboratory, we operate a range of world-class reference facilities, so we are ideally placed to ensure that all industrial measurement organisations have accurate, and reliable and traceable flow measurements. If you are interested at all in fluid flow measurement and how that can improve your business, please contact our team here at TÜV Süd National Engineering Laboratory.